everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Talk. I'm Ava. I'm really happy you're here today.
Hello, everyone. I'm Paul. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with us.
Today's topic is simple, but very important. We're talking about how to talk about your lifestyle in English.
Yes, your lifestyle means how you live every day, your habits, your routine, your choices.
Think about this. Someone asks you, "How is your life?" and you freeze. You know the answer in your language, but not in English.
That's exactly what we fixed today. Simple words, real examples, daily life English.
Before we start, please like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is learning English like you.
By the end of this episode, you'll confidently talk about your lifestyle, morning to night, in clear, simple English.
Let's begin together. Okay, Paul. Mornings, they are always a challenge for me. I wake up and sometimes I just stay in bed too long.
I understand. I usually wake up at 6, but I have a routine. It helps me start the day calmly.
Exactly. Let's talk about simple phrases for mornings. For example, I wake up at, I get out of bed, I brush my teeth, I have breakfast, I get dressed.
Yes, these are very common. You can say, I wake up at 7 a.m. and brush my teeth. Simple, but very clear.
Let me tell a quick story. Yesterday, I overslept. I woke up at 8:15 instead of 7. I felt stressed, my breakfast was cold, and I ran to catch the bus.
Oh no, that happens. I sometimes forget to have breakfast if I'm too busy, but then I remember a healthy breakfast gives energy for the whole day.
Yes, and that's the emotional stretch here. Then versus now. Before, I skipped breakfast almost every day. Now I try to eat even a small snack like a banana or toast. It changes my mood completely.
Here's a reflection question for our listeners. Have you ever skipped breakfast and felt tired all morning?
Yes, and that's why these morning phrases matter. Even small actions can make a big difference in your English and your life.
Let's involve our listeners. Write a sentence in English about your morning. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. and have tea. Comment below and try to use at least 2 phrases we just learned.
Good job! Don't worry about mistakes. Just try to use real words from your life. That's how English becomes alive.
Exactly. Practice small phrases. Repeat them naturally. You'll notice improvement every day.
Okay, Paul. Afternoons, for me, they're a mix of work and little breaks. Sometimes I feel tired after lunch.
That's very common. Let's start with useful phrases for the afternoon. I have lunch at. I go to work/school. I take a short break. I read a book. I talk to friends.
Perfect. Yesterday, I had lunch at 12:30. After that, I felt sleepy, so I took a short walk outside.
Walking is a good habit. I usually take a 15-minute break in the afternoon. Sometimes I listen to music. It helps me relax and focus for the rest of the day.
Yes, that's the micro-story part. I remember last month, I didn't take any breaks. I worked nonstop, and by 4 p.m., I felt exhausted. It was hard to speak English clearly in an online meeting.
Exactly. That's the emotional stretch, noticing how small habits affect your day. Then versus now. Before, no break. Now, a short walk or reading keeps energy up.
Reflection time. Have you ever felt your afternoon energy drop? Paul, what do you do when that happens?
I remind myself to take a moment, even 5 minutes to breathe, drink water, or stretch. It's simple, but it changes how I feel and how I speak English, too.
Listeners, here's your challenge. Write one sentence about your afternoon. Example, I take a short break at 3 p.m. and drink water. Try to use 2 new phrases we just shared.
Yes, remember, The goal is real English for your real life. Short, natural phrases are better than long, perfect sentences.
And don't worry about mistakes. Every attempt is practice. Good job, everyone. Evenings are my favorite part of the day, Paul. I like to slow down and relax after work or school.
Yes, evenings are important. Let's start with useful phrases for evenings. I have dinner at. I watch TV. I cook for my family. I do my homework. I call my friends.
Yesterday, I cooked pasta at 7 p.m. It was simple, but I enjoyed it. Then I watched a short show and felt relaxed.
That's great. Micro story in action. I usually have dinner at 6:30. After that, I spend 30 minutes reading. Sometimes it's English books, sometimes stories in my language. It's a good way to end the day calmly.
Yes, that's the emotional stretch. Contrast. Before, I used to watch TV until late and skip dinner. Now I cook, eat, and then enjoy a short activity I like. I feel healthier and happier.
Reflection time. Ava, have you noticed how your evening routine affects your sleep?
Absolutely. If I go to bed after too much TV or phone time, I feel restless. But when I eat, relax, and read a little, I sleep better. Listeners, think about your evenings. Do you have habits that help or hurt your sleep?
Here's a sentence challenge for today. I have dinner at 7 p.m. and read a book. Try to make your own sentence about your evening routine and comment below.
Yes. Repeat the phrases naturally. Even simple sentences become strong English when you use them daily.
And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about practicing real-life English day by day.
Nights are quiet, and for me, a little reflective too. I like to think about my day before going to bed.
Yes, nighttime is very important. Here are some common phrases for night routines. I take a shower. I brush my teeth. I read a book. I go to bed at. I check my phone.
Yesterday, I took a shower at 9 p.m., then I brushed my teeth and read a few pages of a book. It helped me feel calm and ready for sleep.
Good. That's the micro story part. I usually go to bed at 10 p.m. Before, I often stayed up too late scrolling on my phone. It made me tired the next morning.
Yes, that's the emotional stretch, then versus now. Before, late nights hurt my energy. Now I follow a short routine and mornings are easier.
Reflection question. Ava, how do you feel if you skip your night routine?
Oh, I feel restless and sometimes anxious. Listeners, think about your nights. Do you have small routines that help you sleep better?
Let's give our listeners a sentence challenge. I take a shower at 9 p.m. and go to bed at 10 p.m. Try to make your own sentence with at least 2 phrases we just discussed.
Remember, repetition is key. Do these actions and say the sentences aloud. It's simple English, but it works for your real life.
And don't worry about mistakes. Even imperfect sentences make your English stronger when you use them regularly.
Weekends are my favorite, Paul. No work, no school, just time to do what I love.
Yes, weekends are for relaxation and hobbies. Here are useful phrases for free time. I go to the park. I meet friends. I watch movies. I cook something special. I sleep late.
Yesterday, I went to the park with my friend. We walked, talked, and laughed a lot. It was refreshing.
I also enjoy weekends. I usually watch movies or try a new recipe. Sometimes I sleep a little longer than usual. It's different from weekdays.
Exactly. That's the micro story. Emotional stretch, contrast again. Before, I used to stay home and do nothing. Now I make small plans for my weekends. It makes me feel happy and energized.
Reflection loop. Ava, do you feel more relaxed now than before you changed your weekend habits?
Yes, absolutely. Even small walks or cooking a simple meal can change my mood. Listeners, think about your weekend. What do you do to feel happy and relaxed?
Here's a sentence challenge for today.
I go to the park on Saturday and meet my friends. Try to make your own sentence using 2 new phrases we discussed.
And remember, the goal is simple daily life English. Even short sentences repeated naturally make your conversation stronger.
Exactly. Little habits, little sentences, big improvement over time.
Paul, I think a big part of talking about lifestyle is healthy habits, not just food, but also movement and relaxation.
Yes, Ava. Here are some useful phrases for healthy lifestyle habits. I exercise every day. I drink water. I eat vegetables. I take a walk. I rest when I need.
Yesterday, I drank more water than usual. It made me feel better and more energetic in the afternoon.
That's a good micro story. I also try to exercise at least 20 minutes a day. Sometimes it's walking, sometimes stretching. It keeps my body and mind active.
Emotional stretch. Contrast between before and now. Before, I skipped exercise and drank coffee instead of water. I felt tired and low. Now, small habits like water and walking change my whole day.
Reflection loop. Ava, do you notice small changes like this in your energy or mood?
Yes, tiny changes add up. Listeners, try small healthy habits and see how your day changes. Even drinking water regularly is progress.
Sentence challenge. I drink water every morning and take a walk in the afternoon. Try to make your own sentence using 2 new phrases we discussed today.
Yes, this is how real English becomes part of your life. Not textbooks, not long grammar rules, real, simple phrases for your daily routine.
Exactly. Repetition, reflection, and small stories make your English stronger.
And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Your English improves every time you speak, write, or think in it. Paul, after talking about mornings, afternoons, evenings, nights, and weekends, I feel like my lifestyle really comes together when I think about it like this.
Exactly, Ava. Reflection is very important. Let's summarize some key phrases from today. I wake up at, I take a short break, I have dinner at, I go to bed at, I drink water, or I exercise.
Yes, and these phrases are simple but powerful. They show how you live your life every day. Even small habits matter.
Micro story. I remember last year, I didn't follow any routine. I felt tired, stressed, and my English speaking was slow. Now, with small daily routines, I feel calmer and more confident in conversations.
Emotional stretch. Contrast again. Before versus now. Before, chaos. Now, structure. It shows that small, consistent actions can make a big difference.
Reflection loop. Ava, what's one lifestyle change that improved your English most?
Honestly, practicing simple phrases during my daily routine. Even saying, I brush my teeth at 7 a.m. out loud helps me remember words naturally. Listeners, think about your lifestyle. Which small action can improve your English or your energy?
Sentence challenge for this final reflection. I practice English during my daily routine and feel more confident. Try to make your own sentence with 2 phrases from today.
Yes, and remember, your lifestyle is your story. Use English to tell it. Simple words, small phrases, personal examples.
By sharing your story in English, you improve your language and your confidence.
Exactly. Every day, little by little, your English becomes more natural and alive. Wow, Paul! What a journey through our daily lifestyle. We covered mornings, afternoons, evenings, nights, weekends, and healthy habits. So many simple phrases that make real-life English easier to use.
Yes, Ava. Remember, listeners, key phrases like I wake up at, I take a short break, I go to bed at, and I drink water are very useful. Use them every day in your routine.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please like, subscribe, and share with someone learning English. And comment below. We'd love to hear your daily routine in English.
Here's one final reflection question. What's the first thing you do in the morning?
Try to write it in English and share it with our community.
Thank you for joining us today. Keep practicing, enjoy small habits, and remember, your lifestyle is your story.
Have a wonderful day and a wonderful night.